That's fucking weird. Huh. Holy fuck, there's 52 people in here. Okay. Well, good fucking morning. It looks like we got a lively morning group. Sherry, hello. Conley's in here, hello. Minneapolis is in here, hello. 11:50 p.m. Australia. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It's 8:51 a.m. here. Hopefully this is good news live. This is just me fucking killing time live. This is just... we can make it a good news live. Hang on a second. We'll work on that right now. Good news incoming. There you go. It's a good news live. I mean, we can make it good news live any fucking time you want. We love you in our house. Well, thank you very much. You're going to go hit the bong. May your strain be potent. It's potent. It's also looking pretty good, too. Hang on a second. Let me get rid of this screen here for a second. It's not bad. I mean, it's... Listen. I've had better, and I've had far worse. But, I mean... They're not. You know, some nuggies. Better than chicken nuggies, I'll tell you that right now. What strain? I don't know, whatever my guy throws in here. Whenever I go, I pick up a couple of ounces. So this bag was full and fat. And I just tell him, just mix up the strains. And he'll put 3 or 4 different flavors in there, maybe 5 sometimes. And then I come home and I pre-roll doobies. Top of the morning to you. Back at you, son. At 9 a.m., I got to do some releases, so I'm going to turn my attention off the screen for a moment at 9 o'clock, and then I got to work on some workflows, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here with you guys. I like to watch your videos when they post at 10 o'clock Eastern. But now you're live and I'm watching. I'm torn. Don't worry about it. It's good. I appreciate it. How are Maggie and the grandbaby? Maggie's home. Nothing's broken. She's sore. Got a couple of gashes. We had the kid for a couple days. Kid's back with her. Everybody's doing okay. Now we just got to figure out a car for her. Oh my goodness gracious. I love marijuana in the morning. I do. I love it. What substance is producing that smoke? Marijuana. Ganja. Herb. The sticky icky 420. The illy. The chronic. Jazz cabbage. Broccoli wand. The Lortz lettuce. Maui Wowie. Cannabis. Where are all of those flying cars we were promised in the movies? I don't know. Nobody fucking kept me in the loop. Yes, listen to Sherry. Hit the like button. Tap the screen or tap the heart button. If you're feeling frisky, drop 10, 15, $20,000 into the donation bin. What grinder do you use? So I just typically use a regular grinder with a little keef catcher. I'm still a little bit old school. I have a couple of electric grinders. So this is one of them. This is the Mamba. I don't know if you've seen this one. And then I have a cactus cutter. My daughter has the cactus cutter currently. But I just typically use the old school hand grinders. I didn't buy my cactus cutter. Somebody sent it to me. Somebody sent me that one too, the Mamba. They were like, "Hey, saw this, thought you might like it," and so it's kind of one of the perks of having a following that people want to send you stuff. We love your show. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. It's somebody said it must be nice. It's nice from multiple levels. People send me books. People send me stickers. One gentleman from another country for a period of months sent me everything you could possibly imagine, from multiple different like sports themed, like Cubs, Bulls, shit like that themes, Rubik's cubes or Jenga sets. He sent me a Kerrywood autographed baseball. He sent me baseball cards, all kinds of stuff. He's a fan, you know. And on the flip side, you have people that hate you that send you shit. So, you know, I started getting shit sent to me a few years ago after I had built my first TikTok page up to 1.5 million. People were sending me shit left and right. What do the haters send? Anonymous letters telling me what a piece of shit I am. Somebody sent a glitter bomb. I was able to recognize it, fortunately. But, shit like that. I would send my favorite book, East of Eden by Steinbeck, but I don't send people shit. Good, don't. I'd never ask anybody to send anything to my P.O. box except for a $1 bill. When I had 1.5 million followers on TikTok, I said, listen, if each one of you sent me a dollar in the mail, a physical dollar, I'm set. So far, a little over $300 has been sent, including this case. Somebody sent me this case. It's, you drop your money in the top and it's got like travel stuff on it. This is the money that people have sent over the last few years. So some people send $1, some people send their $2 bills. People have sent 20s and 5s, but mostly it's $1. And like I said, it's nowhere close to where I thought it was going to be, but I said it's going to stay in that box until there's enough money to take my wife to one of those huts over the water in the Indian Ocean. What do I do with the hate mail? Oh, I keep it. I have a file of all of the stuff. Well, here, I can't really... hang on. You see how thick that file is? That's one file. Everybody that sends me a card, a letter, I throw the envelopes away, but I keep everything everybody sends me. My wife thinks I'm nuts. But here's the bottom line. I'm fucking nobody. Nobody. And if people take the time to send me letters, hey, man, really appreciate your stuff. Hey, man, saw something, thought of you. And even the people that took the fucking time to send the hate mail. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm blown away by it. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Hang on a minute. I got to do this. Okay. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, for sure, 10. We're going to do 2 more today, 11 and 12. Okay. So to give you guys kind of an idea, so yeah, I got shit all over the place. These are my shorts. You see here, videos, shorts, live. Yeah, these are my shorts, and you can see here I got set to private. So then all my shorts, my private shorts are here, and then you can see here it's either listed as private or public over here. I go through at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I release 10 of them. Boom, 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 boom. Right, and the rest of them are going to remain private for tomorrow. Okay, now I go to this page here. This is called Repurpose. This website, this is a paid website. I pay a service for this. They take content that you post to the social media that you pick, and they move it to wherever you want it to go. So when I create a video on TikTok, it moves to YouTube for me. But when I post a video to YouTube, you can see here my video, and it's if it's allowed on this other platform. But my videos from YouTube then go to Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Blue Sky, Threads, Snapchat, and Instagram. The problem is they changed their rules and they only allow 3 per hour, and I do 10 at the top of the 9 o'clock hour. So then I got to go into these workflows individually, wait for them to reset. See how these are all publish. Now, when I run a new check, and it's going to come through, it's going to show the 3 of the 12 that I just put through published, and the rest of them are skipped. And then I'll have to go through and I'll have to manually release all of those. But I got to give that a minute. Guard the Leaf is a YouTube channel that discusses hypocrisy from an international perspective. Interesting. We're putting U.S. booze back on the shelves, but I have a feeling that people will still not buy it. I'm assuming you're talking about Canada. No, they shouldn't buy it. I'm sorry to say that, but they shouldn't. We have done nothing as a country to warrant other countries' interest in doing business with us. What state are you from? I am in Illinois. I live in the suburbs of Chicago. I'm in the far southwest suburbs of Chicago near Joliet in a small town called Shanahan. I was wondering why my notifications were going crazy. Yeah, so at 9 o'clock in the morning, I manually release 10 shorts. The rest of the day's videos are scheduled to go off. 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:32, 2:33, 3:30, 4, 4:35, 5:30, and 6. I used to also do 6:30 and 7, but I've cut those 2 off to kind of shave time for myself. But yeah, I do the manual releases at 9, and what it typically does is it gives me a nice bump in the morning views, and then everybody's kind of like, oh, he's up and he's posting. And then as videos post on the schedule throughout the course of the day, the numbers, fluctuate up or down. Good morning to you and Renee from Georgia. Good morning back at you. Renee's not here. She's taking her mom to a doctor's appointment. I would not be against every country boycotting the U.S. We've certainly earned it. A decade? Yeah, at least a decade. Alex, hello. YouTube has yet to notify you. That's interesting. Okay, let's see. Are we back to 0? Okay, so now what it looks like is, see, published, 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 and then you see all of these just got skipped. And then this is yesterday's. So now I have to go in and I have to go click schedule and publish now for each of the ones that got skipped. And I have to do that for each of the platforms that I'm moving it to. I don't have to do it the rest of the day. All of the scheduled videos will just automatically move. But now I now have to do that for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, Snapchat, LinkedIn. You put this shit on LinkedIn? You goddamn right I put this shit on LinkedIn. I put my shit everywhere. If the video I create is allowed, so like I'm smoking cannabis in this video, I can't put that everywhere. For example, or talking about certain topics, I can't put that everywhere. But if it's allowed to go everywhere, it goes fucking everywhere. Madison, Wisconsin. How you doing? Don't shave? You don't want to see me shaved. That's me. Before the beard. In 1998. Yeah, no shit. That is I am 26 years old in that picture right there. $26 old. Got the little mustache, got the little round glasses. There isn't a fleck of gray on my skull anywhere. Yeah. You don't want me to shave. There's a reason why we're trying to hide shit. I'm still here with you. I gotta talk and release and talk and release. So it's gonna be a minute here. Man, you couldn't deny T3 if you tried. No. That's my son yesterday on his first day of freshman year of high school. He is 14 years old. He's taller than me, and he is the youngest of our children, obviously, the last in the line, the only boy. Yeah. You want to know who he really looks like? He really looks like my brother. Like, he really looks like my brother a lot. He must be a nightmare in football. He's still learning. He's never played organized football a day in his life. He's on the freshman team. He has been playing right tackle or right guard. They moved him to left tackle, but he's on the B freshman team. So he's very green. He is in the learning stage. I think, and I don't know, I haven't spoken to the coaches. It's just speculation on my part. I think what the coaches see in him is size and coachability. He may not know a fucking thing about the game of football right now as far as like how to play it, but he's coachable. He can learn. He understands how to pull and hit a gap, shit like that. So we'll see. We'll see how he turns out. But yeah, he's on the O line. Yeah, Sherry, and he's got three daughters. I mean, he's got three daughters that have an Uncle Tom that they don't know. And it's best that we're not in each other's lives, but yeah, it does suck. So, what are you going to do? Hey, back at you, Paul. at work. Wanted to pop on and say, keep up the good work. Love the content. Hope all is well. I mean, it's about as well as it's going to get. You know what I mean? Got to go help my 4-year-old learn to write. Well, that's far more important than listening to my dumbass. Take it easy. When was the last time you spoke to your brother? Um, 98, 99. Um, it's, last time we actually physically spoke to one another, yeah, probably 98 or 99. You like my ranking videos and my troll videos? Thank you very much. I thought smoking on camera on YouTube would get a video account taken down. I I know plenty of people who smoke on camera, and I've always been able to do it, and they've never said anything about it. So, um, I've always just been under the impression that YouTube was just a far more progressive and advanced social media platform that understood that it's not harmful. Ideal about Texas, you guys. Wow, you're kind of can I don't know what you're trying to say there. Do you know anything about the Dean Withers situation? Looks like MAGA tried to ruin another career. I heard briefly that there were some accusations against him, but I haven't seen anything. Um, I haven't dug into it. I, I don't. I don't know if these guys are misbehaving or not misbehaving. Um, I can tell you this. I'm very glad that I am where I'm at in life when I sort of became known on social media. And I'm not talking about Dean Withers in this instance because I don't know what the fuck did or did not happen with Dean Withers, but I'm sure that there are more than a few 20 and even 30 something, maybe even some 40 something year old folks out there who are becoming known on social media. They're beginning to go to events and go places and rub elbows and things like that. And before you know it, shit starts happening that shouldn't be happening. And people start acting a way they shouldn't be acting. I'm 54, married 30 years, 4 kids, 3 grandkids. I'm not interested in going anywhere. I'm not interested in going to some fucking convention for content creators to gather. I'm not interested in going to some. I'm not even really interested in going to some political rally because I'm 54 years old. I've seen it. I know that they're generally useless speaking. We have far more power in our voices through the digital medium than we do showing up in person with a bunch of signs. I believe it to be the case. And I think that you get a bunch of 20 and 30 something year olds in a room, in a bar, in a restaurant, in a hotel, in a convention center, and people are feeling like somebody, and everything's cool and it's hip and it's fun, and the next thing you know, this one's hitting on that one, this one's sleeping with that one. I don't have time for that shit. I don't want that shit. And so I'm glad that my name got put into the spotlight later in life. I don't even know if I was 22 now and this happened to me. I don't know that I'd want to go to any of those fucking things because even when I was 22, I was a partier, but I was a partier with my people, not just like fucking. You know what I mean? Recently saw an article rating Biscuitville as a top-rated breakfast spot in the South, South Carolina / North Carolina. Far more established place like Bojangles. Okay. Um, the 13-year-old girl came out and said her identity was stolen and used to make allegations against Dean Withers. She says they are false. Interesting. I only sleep with 40 plus. Well, I mean, everybody's got to have a rule, you know? Everybody's got to have a standard. My standard is I only sleep with my wife. You know what I mean? Fucking. You've been to 49 states. Which one have you not gotten to, John? Let's watch this motherfucker say something like Illinois. Illinois, can't stand it. $40 trillion. Yes, that is our debt. Now, that's our debt. And the deficit isn't going to help that. You haven't gotten to Alaska, highly recommend. Oh my God. Probably one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful vacation we've been on. The one video you ranked social media apps, you mixed up Mastodon with Discord. Yeah, somebody told me that on another platform. I don't use any of them. I'm on Mastodon, but I can't even tell you the last time I started an account when it got formed, and I don't think I've ever done anything with it. How the fuck did you just spell Colorado? Dog, you replaced the O's with A's. I've never seen that before. That's wild. The day service I go to is mental. Oh, Jesus Christ. I remember when the debt was 30 trillion. Crazy, it's already 40 trillion. Yep. $40 trillion. That's our debt. Oh, the DOJ now that Todd Blanche is the Attorney General, they are going to go after every single fucking person that Donald Trump dislikes. The charges are going to fly against people, and it's going to be up to the judiciary to start dismissing and knocking down these cases. Sorry, I'm working and talking at the same time. Thoughts on the progressive band Ghost? Never heard of them. Not to mention that I reached 40 trillion. It reached 40 trillion 2 years before. Yes. Yeah. Well, when you spend like a drunken sailor, Republicans, and yes, it is Republicans. Okay. Keep in mind that Bill Clinton had a balanced budget and was running a surplus. Obama cut government spending by 2/3. This is a Republican problem. Might be who's next target. Blanche? Blanche doesn't know I exist, and let the motherfucker come after me. Let him make me famous. Please. You know the kind of fucking traction that would get if I got indicted by the DOJ for talking bad about Donnie on social media? I'd have 3 million subscribers tomorrow. And I can't even imagine what that would do to my bottom line. Let them fucking do it. Well, I don't get complaints about the thumbnails, and they've increased viewership since I've started doing them, so. What is this? Okay. I can't believe I misspelled Colorado that bad. Hey, I mean, I understood what you were saying. It was just like, dog. The fuck? Oh, you have the day you voted for a bumper sticker? Yeah, I think I'm just going to discontinue the bumper stickers because a couple of people said that they were starting to peel off their car, and that makes me mad. But I think I'm gonna get a long sleeve for the winter, and some more winter gear with that on it as we head into the fall/winter months. If AJ has a Graco swing, there's a recall. Um, I'll look at. I don't know what he has. I know that Maggie is usually really, really, really on top of that recall shit. Yours is peeling too. Yeah, I'm taking that off the fucking. God damn it! I got to get that taken off today. That pisses me off. Elcro, how you doing? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. A lot of things ain't what they used to be. You know what I mean? As an old fuck, I can tell you that with certainty. A whole lot of things ain't what they used to be. That old gray mare just ain't what she used to be, ain't what she used to be, ain't what she used to be. I don't know, Conley. I'll have to look at it. Thank you, Colo. Keep rocking it. I mean, this is my job now. I'm not going anywhere. You know what I mean? This is literally my job. We just got a new water heater. The last one was installed in 92. Yeah, I'll bet mine's pretty fucking old too. I think the next one that we go to on a water heater is going to be one of those Renai tankless water heaters, the electric ones. All right. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Let's move on to Threads. Alex, how you doing? You're surrounded by MAGA at work. That sucks. Landscaping to content creator is pretty impressive. I don't know that it's impressive, but it's weird as fuck. It was actually landscaping. Thank you very much for the donation, Ninja. Really quickly, I like to read the ones with their donations. And the Republicans somehow care about fiscal responsibility. What another joke there. Yeah, no, they don't give a shit about fiscal responsibility. It was actually landscaping to retirement to. We had a trucking company, we had a consulting company, we had a mobile signing service. Um, but content creation is the one I was doing for fun, not monetized for years. And then Renee figured out how to monetize it all, and it was like, well, why don't you just get paid for what you already do for fun? And so here we are. Good morning, Tom. We love your sense of reason in this house. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for the content. Thank you very much. GOP Senator in Florida who says pedos should get death penalty is accused of molesting. Yes, I saw that. Yep. His own fucking family member. Good morning. Good morning. Bing, boom, ba-doom, doom, doom. I'm 62 and still working, going to retire at 68. Yeah, people, I think we give too much, and we have to, but I think we give too much of our. I got to tell you, I think I pull it off. I think it works. I think if the missus looked up and just saw me fucking going to town. Oh, sorry, they're gone. I think it would work. I think it would work. We give too much of our life to our jobs. I know I did. For 26 years, I gave too much of my life to our job. And I did it because I had to. And I don't fucking have to anymore. So What does / what would MAGA think on Trump's? Oh, they'd figure out a way to excuse it. You're a semi driver, so you practically live at your job. Totally understand that. I tell every single person that I meet this, because it's how I truly feel since I've moved into this space. There is an audience for everybody, for everything that you do, whether you're doing mechanic video content, whether you're doing gardening content, or traveling content, or sewing content, or cross stitching content, or painting content. Doesn't fucking matter what you're into. Political content about being a grandma, uh, mow the lawn content. There is a guy on TikTok that has hundreds of thousands of followers, and his entire fucking video or page is him in his kitchen. Every video is him in his kitchen at the counter, like a bar type counter, going, "Hi, I'm back, and today for lunch I have," and he rattles off what he has for lunch, and then he eats it. It's his whole fucking page. Hundreds of thousands of followers. There's an audience for everybody and everything that you do. Not everybody's going to hit it, but there's an audience for everything you do. So whatever you do, record it. Record it and put it on fucking social media. Record it and put it on all of the social media platforms. Put it on YouTube, put it on Instagram, put it on Facebook, put it on Twitter and Threads and Blue Sky and Snapchat. Put it fucking everywhere. I am making money on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and then I do TikTok shop content to make money there. I'm a Blackfeet Nitsapi woman. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Where is that, if you don't mind me asking? Love your content, and your wife's. Well, appreciate that, because she is very close to being monetized as well. When Trump was inaugurated, gas was $2.60 a gallon. Fox claimed gas has fallen, but yeah, no. Donald Trump actually claimed that he got it all the way down to $1.98 at one point in time, but we all know he didn't. Steak and Acre, that was a place back in the day. Frank, he's I got the door closed, so he's chilling somewhere. Is Blue Sky still a thing? Yeah, but right now they don't have any monetization, and I am a slow grow on Blue Sky for whatever reason. Still post there every day. Jimmy Frisk, how you doing, man? How we doing, everybody? Yeah, gas around here is in the like 430, 440 range. If you have a Sam's Club or Costco membership, you might be able to get it for like $4 to 410, somewhere in that range. What's the weather like in Mumbai? John wants to know. Jim, take it away. Montana / Canada. Native American. Yeah, I knew Native American Indians. I just didn't know where it. So Montana. Okay. It's just got to get cold up there, doesn't it? I mean, I know here in the Chicagoland area, it gets cold enough for me to be able to cut glass with my nips. I can't imagine how cold it gets in fucking Montana. Good morning, brah. Last time you made fun of my way of saying brother. Good morning, man. How you doing? Good fucking morning. What about 420 in Joliet? We love the hot summer and the cold winter. Have you ever eaten a deviled hot dog? No. Good God, no. Why would you do that to yourself? Good morning, Mr. Tom. Now you make me sound like a teacher. Good morning, class. Welcome in. Did everybody have a good weekend? Okay, good. Did everybody do the requisite homework assignment? Nah, I didn't think so. Because none of you little fuckers listen, do you? Not one of you. Not fucking one of you. You fucking kids are the reason why adults drink and need legalized cannabis. Because none of you fucking listen. Did anybody do the reading? One person. Thank you, Jennifer. One fucking person did the reading. Nobody did the work. Nobody did the reading. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play Heads Up, 7-Up. Everybody put your heads on the desk. I don't want to hear shit from anybody about fuck until the bell rings. And that is one of many reasons why I cannot be a teacher. Heads Up, 7-Up. Yeah. Good morning back at you, Grandpa. Oh, Jesus Christ. This takes so long on the fucking computer. Opinion on school uniforms. I'm not in favor of school uniforms. I think it strips individuality away from kids at a time when they're trying to express who they are. And I don't like it. How is your family doing? I mean, we're all right. You know, you got ups and downs like any other family, but we're still here. We're still kicking. We're still doing the thing. Tommy's right now in his day 2 of freshman year. Lily is packing up her bags right now because she moves back onto her campus tomorrow for her senior year of college. Maggie just had a car accident. Her car's totaled. She's banged up, but she's fine. Just got some lacerations and she will have some headaches for a minute. But yeah, we're here. Renee's taking her mom to a doctor's appointment right now. Good morning, Tom. Love the videos. School uniforms are dumb. Expression and individuality is getting scarce as time goes on. That's the thing. I don't need my kids to be turned into little fucking robots. And I know, people hear that and go, it's just a school uniform. It's the beginning of that shit. It's the beginning of conformity. Cooked yolks or raw. Taco Bell here in India sucks. Domino's, Burger King, McDonald's, not too bad. Best wishes to your daughter. Thank you very much. Why not idiots graduate unable to read or write above 5th grade? Huh? Schools need to go? I don't think I'm going to get behind that particular idea. Schools are for lumpheads. What do you do for a living? If you don't mind me asking. Kinker, how do you do that? I don't know how to block somebody on this platform. I still haven't figured it out. I am so technologically stupid. Here's what I know how to do. I know how to read something that happened and go, well, that's not right. Do research to figure out why it's not right, and then hit record and go, hang on. Sorry. And then make a video. But beyond that, I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. You double click on their comment. Interesting. But how, if I'm not in a live, Well, I guess if they left a comment on a video, I could do it too. Huh? Interesting. Thank you. Where are we at here? Jesus Christ, this is taking forever. Omaha schools are no longer allowing the shock gloves. Good. They shouldn't have ever allowed them. Predictions for the upcoming NFL season. Yeah, I have some predictions for the upcoming NFL season. We're going to make this brief because not everybody's a football fan, but I'll make it brief. My predictions for the upcoming NFL season are as follows. I am going to once again make predictions that are going to be so far off base that if you bet your own money with those predictions, you're going to lose your money. And I'm going to say some bad words. I'm going to be a not nice person at times. There are going to be moments where I'm going to say downright nasty things about grown men in tight pants. I'm just saying. That's my prediction. As far as like a win-loss record, I haven't got a fucking clue. Dallas Cowboys fans talking smack as they usually do in August and September, then talk disappears after a while. Congrats on being 273 pounds. That's a weird comment. I sure hope my Ohio State Buckeye live up to their strength of players. We got some great players. I hope your team loses every fucking game that they ever get into. I hope they lose fucking scrimmages. Not because of you, but because it's Ohio fucking State. As a matter of fact, if Ohio State and Notre Dame ever played each other, I would want for the game to end in a 0-0 tie after 47 extra periods. And then at the end of the whole thing, the earth opens up and the earth swallows both teams and their coaches and training staff completely. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What did he say? What did Austin say? I missed it. Hang on a second. View deleted comment. Oh, no, 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 no. We are not doing that. We're not doing that. All right, where are we at here? Two more in this series. One. Maxwell Polish or pork chop? Neither. I don't like either. I was never a fan of the old Polish sausage or the pork chop sandwiches. You're going to take me down to a place like that, I'm either getting a beef sandwich or a hot dog, and because usually all of those places have either a beef sandwich or a hot dog. Maybe a meatball sub, for sure. I could do a meatball sub. I can even do an Italian sausage sandwich. I was not a fan of the Polish sausage. I'm not a fan of the pork chops. So when it comes to Chicago food, though, I'm telling you, I am a beef guy. Give me an Italian beef sandwich any fucking time, and I'm good to go. Dipped, no peppers, side of fries. Okay, LinkedIn is done. What does that leave me with? Hang on a second. Give me a minute to just gather my thoughts for a second. Alzon Taylor is the best. Okay, that one's done. Just give me a moment. I got to make sure the ones that are monetized are done first. And I'll tell you this, my father, oh my God, he was not a religious man by any stretch of the imagination, but that man lived for pepper and egg sandwiches. When Lent rolled around, he was like, fuck yeah, where you going? Get a pepper and egg sandwich? Why? Because it's fucking good. And then, the pepper and egg sandwich is supposed to be a Lenten thing, and then he would say, can you dip it in the beef juice? I don't know this fucking guy. Pepper and egg. So an Italian beef sandwich is served on a long roll that's split open, and you pile it high with this sliced, slow roasted beef, and then you dip it in the beef juice. Sometimes you put like hot or sweet peppers on it, like a giardiniera on it. But then in Lenten season, the beef sandwiches will or stands will serve an alternative option, which is that loaf with scrambled eggs and green peppers that are fried up together in there. You know what I mean? Okay, Blue Sky. Blue Sky is the one I haven't done yet. Okay. Bucky's can go fuck themselves all the way. I'll never step foot in a Bucky's as long as I live. I'll never give them any of my fucking money. And if the entire fucking organization went under tomorrow, I wouldn't fucking mind one bit. They are fucking with people all across the country, suing people into fucking oblivion, costing people their fucking livelihoods for bullshit. Fuck Bucky's and everything they stand. Fuck Bucky's and everybody that fucking works at Bucky's. What's happening with Bucky's? They're suing everybody. So there's a place in Ohio called Beaver Mart because the town is Beaverton, Ohio. The whole goddamn town is Beaver themed, and it's a fucking a little convenience store called Beaver Mart, and they got a beaver, cartoon beaver as their logo. They're suing them for trademark infringement. There's another company that's like a gas station or a convenience store, or maybe even a liquor store, that's got a cartoon moose, and they're suing them for copyright infringement. It's fuck Bucky's. They are ruining the lives of small businesses across the country. I hope Bucky's goes under. Okay, Big Mac. You might not know where I stand on this. I don't think that we should be calling Governor Abbott Governor Hot Wheels. Governor Abbott is a piece of shit who needs to go. He's a waste of otherwise useful human DNA, but he is in a wheelchair because a tree fell on him while he was jogging. When we open the door to make fun of the fact that he is in a wheelchair, it it justifies them going, oh, you got to see this guy, right? And B, it changes the conversation to what a piece of shit Abbott is to, well, look, you're making fun of the fact that he's in a wheelchair. So I don't call him Governor Hot Wheels. I get it. I understand a lot of people. He doesn't deserve an ounce of respect. I don't think it's respecting anybody or respecting him. I think it's respecting anybody that's in a wheelchair. You know, especially somebody that's in a wheelchair through no fault of their own. I'm not better than that. That's fair. Fair enough. I'm just telling you how I talk about him. That's all. Come on, I got 4 more to go. Let's go. Jesus Christ. I really need the Geek Squad to come in and clean this fucking computer up. Civility. What is this? A thumbs up? Thank you. I appreciate the thumbs up. It's not quite the Easter Bunny ears that I got earlier, but I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around. Everybody relax. Come on. God damn. Publish. I don't know, Jim. We need to get through the midterms first. We need to get through the midterms first. Okay, I'm like so fucking close. 9:45, and I'm just now wrapping up the workflows. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, cat ears. My bad. I thought that they were Easter Bunny ears. There we go. And publish. Jesus fucking Christ, that took forever. Okay, now let me quickly look at my anal itics. Come on, goddammit, refresh. Do I live in Illinois? Does a hobby horse have a wooden dick? Yes, sir, I do. Yes, sir, I do. Oh, for the love of Pete. Okay, there we go. Hiya, Tom. I didn't expect to see you this early. Well, I'm killing some time. I'm merely a 59-year-old female from a small town in North Carolina that is stunned by this sickness and the Trump regime continuing. It's disgusting. Right there with you. I make fun of all of those Bucky's lawsuits in my Game Clips videos on my YouTube channel. Right on. I'm voting Tallarico in November because Paxton is so anti-marijuana. We don't need that sentiment here in Texas. Hopefully that's not the only reason you're voting for him. Like, and not Paxton, because like Paxton's got some fucking problems. There goes the AC. Wow. Have you seen the beef prices lately? No, I haven't. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's not because I'm trying to avoid them. It's because I never look at prices for anything. Especially groceries. If we need food, we buy food. Renee will for 20 years. How much did that cost? I don't fucking know. How much you didn't look at the prices? No. I wanted it / needed it, so I fucking bought it. I see the prices when I deal with content, when I'm researching to do content, but I never really look at the prices. Renee is far more active in the shopping aspect when it comes to actually looking at prices. What are the beef prices now? You switch to pork and chicken. You'll stop hearing about Alberta. Okay. Please don't buy Apple anything. I have a whole bunch of Apple products. Hard to buy beef in India, I would imagine. $15 a pound. We're talking ground beef. Yeah. Jesus Christ. The beef you find in India is very low quality. I live on tuna granola popcorn. Beef is cheaper in Canada, I guess. I don't, like I said, I don't know. If I looked at prices, I would probably give myself a heart attack. So I just buy what I need, buy what I want, and it is what it is. Listen, if you're boycotting Apple, I totally understand. I just need you to understand that every single video I make is done on an Apple product. Do you eat fish? Tuna, shrimp, and scallops are the only things that I eat that come out of the water. I don't eat flounder or trout or bass or lobster or crab or the whole list is tuna, scallops, and shrimp. Ground beef is around $5.99 in Iowa. Apple products are for people that don't like their money. So you don't think I like my money, huh? That's an interesting theory. I've had clams, I don't like them. Junction City, thank you very much. A big, a big several pound cube of freshly made tofu is the equivalent of 44 cents US dollar in the US equivalent store for $4. But it's tofu. We do have a bunch of fish in the Chicago River. I mean, yeah, if everything came down to it, if we were zombie apocalypse times, then we're set. It's tofu. Who the fuck wants tofu? Apple makes you pay for things that are free on Android. Okay, they may be free on Android, but it's on an Android. I had an Android phone, so I was a BlackBerry guy for the longest time. And I fought switching over to Apple iPhones. And then I did switch over to an Apple iPhone. And I was like, let me try the Android for a minute. I had an Android for less than 3 days before I was like, ding, done with that shit. Android is the worst phone I have ever had in my entire life, going all the way back to the flip phones. I'd rather have the old fucking brick phone from 1972 than have an Android product. Fuck that noise. Android is hot fucking garbage. You can say anything you want about Apple and exploitative this and exploitative. I don't give a shit. I'm telling you right now, from a product standpoint, Apple products are grotesquely superior to Android. Android is fucking vile. I would rather use a carrier pigeon. I would rather carve my memos into fucking rock and have a camel carry it across the fucking country to whoever it is I'm trying to communicate with than ever use an Android phone again. Ugh. Fuck that. Anyway, but I'm sure it works good for you, and that's fine. There are certain companies, there are certain businesses, there are certain products that I feel very strongly about. Like Sears. Oh, goddamn, when Sears went under, I threw a fucking party. Fuck that place. That place a fucking shithole. Oh, why do I hate Android so much? It is so goddamn inferior. It is a dog shit platform, product. But once again, if it works for you, aces. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an Apple person, but I can't use a MacBook. I think that the MacBooks suck. Um, but phones and tablets, yeah. And I love the way that everything seams in with their ties in with everybody else. We're gonna get off this topic. We're gonna get off this topic. So I don't piss anybody off, and everybody gets to do their own thing. You can't afford an Apple phone, so I get an Android for it for 54. Is it total price $54? I will give you that it is expensive. When Donald Trump came into office, the second term, and he announced the tariffs, he was going to put tariffs on everything, and the numbers started getting tossed around of what an iPhone was going to cost. It's going to be $3,000. I was like, okay, here's the deal. Everybody is due for an upgrade. And now everybody means me, Renee, our son Tommy, and my mother-in-law and father-in-law. We take care of their phones. Lily is also on our plan, so we have 6 phones, 3 Apple Watches, and an iPad on the thing. Anyway, but of the 6 phones, 5 of them needed upgrades. They were ready for upgrades, and I was like, I'm not paying $3,000 a year from now for phones because this guy's an asshole. So I went into the store or talked to the guy on the phone. Sorry, and I've been a customer with Verizon for 20 years. I've got this many fucking lines. Let's do some upgrades. And I just went boom, 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 boom. New phone, new phone, new phone, new phone, new phone. All in one fucking shot. Luckily, because of trade ins, we were able to get those numbers down. For my mother in law and father in law, they got an iPhone, I don't know what it was, like a 9 or 10. And it was those were free for the two of them because their phones were still good and we turned them in. And then Renee, Tommy, and myself, we all got the whatever it was, the 16 Pro, whatever it is at the time. And because all of our phones were good and we could turn them in, we paid, we paid like $600 or $700 a phone, I think it was. Oh, I loved my BlackBerry when from work when I had it for work. It's I fought this so hard because I wanted to feel the buttons. I didn't want a touch screen. I fought touch screen so goddamn hard. I'm like, I need to feel buttons. I fuck this. I don't understand how this works. It has no buttons on it. Allergies? Yeah, I got some allergies, or had some allergies. I was allergic when I was a child. I was allergic to grass, trees, dogs, cats, pollen, chocolate, milk, all kinds of shit. Yeah, the old QWERTY keyboard. I mean, I wanted to feel the fucking buttons. Think about how healthy can this commercial tofu and rice and ramen be? The fuck? Somebody still talk about tofu? You're allergic to racist bigots, so you're allergic to the entirety of the Republican Party. Got it. Shut the fuck up, you ignorant, stupid motherfucker. Got a phone that cost $1,200 and got another phone that cost me 120, and the phone that's 120 is 10 times better than the $1,200 phone. Well, congratulations to you, you stupid motherfucker. And I'm going to call you a stupid motherfucker because that's how you came in, and I match energies. Congratulations. You bought a phone that works for you. I don't fucking care. It doesn't work for me. And I got the money to buy the one I want. So I fucking bought the one I want. Plus one for my wife, plus one for my daughter, plus one for my son, plus one for my in laws, because I fucking can. And if you don't like it, you can line up to service me. Understood? Get fucked, stay fucked. You come in with a comment like that, that's exactly how the fuck you're gonna get met. I might go buy another fucking phone tonight just to piss you the fuck off. You want a cookie? I don't have a cookie for you. And I don't think I could give it to you through the phone. So, what are you talking about here? Magic energy. Why would someone with so many allergies become a landscaper? I don't know what happened. Okay. I remember being a toddler, like 3, 4, 5 years old, right? Uh, I do have get fucked, stay fucked on a shirt. Hang on a second. Okay, where you at, you little fucker? Where are you at? Tell me it's not in this fucking album. Tell me it's not in this fucking album. You son of a bitch. I do have it. It's in a. It's a. I saw a shirt like that in my merch store. It says, "Get fucked, stay fucked," in a big font, swirly cursive. It's in the shop. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? You run the link tree. I sell a whole bunch of different types of shirts, hoodies, hats, coffee mugs, all kinds of shit. You think I'm getting old and forgetful? I don't think it. I fucking know it. I fucking know it. So buy and shut the fuck you fucking money for the last 7 years I've been using the. Okay, well, here, let me help you find your way out the fucking door. There you go, you sack of shit. You know, I I have no reason to go after people until they give me a reason to go after them. And that motherfucker right there gave me a reason to go after him. So normally people like that I don't know, I wish you nothing but the best, you know, as long as our interests don't conflict with one another. That guy, I hope he can't afford his next fucking phone. I really do. I hope the next time he walks in to buy a phone, he's like, fuck. I ain't got the goddamn money, and he flashes back to this conversation and realizes that I'm sitting here going, "Good, motherfucker, good." Anyway, what's the next topic? Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. I will never understand people that vote to hurt as many people as they can, including themselves. Yep. Thank you, Sizzle. Honey garlic pork chops for dinner. I didn't take the hamburgers out. We might be having pizza for dinner. Excuse me. This is the stuff that your mom's got. Sorry, I'm just live. People are, it's no big deal. So whatever's going to be here, we need to put in your mom's car so she can bring it down tomorrow. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Who love cat videos? Yes, there are quite a few of them. It's my daughter staging stuff to be taken back. She moves back into her last college. It's not a dorm. It's like an apartment tomorrow to start senior year. You have a one-eyed cat? Baby goat videos. Jesus Christ! You keep breaking out. Well, that's where I was. I don't know what happened, but as a toddler, I remember going to Dr. Solomon's office on a regular basis. It wasn't weekly. Maybe it was monthly. I don't remember. but I would get a series of injections in my back. My mother would hold me down on the doctor's table while I would get in shots in my back. And then when I grew up, I was no longer allergic to milk, chocolate, cats, dogs, trees, and grass. Uh, Bees, yes, but and penicillin, who the fuck knows? Because they told everybody in the 1970s that they were allergic to penicillin. So who the fuck knows? Um, but they shot me full of something. I don't know what the fuck it was. I remember hating it. What did Sizzle ask? By the way, congrats on the grandson. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And we do still have we have a 16-year-old granddaughter. Well, she will be 16 on the 25th. We have an 11-year-old granddaughter, and we have a 2-month-old grandson. Um, yeah, I'm lactose intolerant. Yeah, but I just drink the milk and deal with the shits. Things have ran through my body for 30 fucking years, and it, my whole life it was eat shit, eat shit, eat shit. And Renee's like, that's not normal. I'm like, well, it's fucking normal for me because it's been going on my whole goddamn life. I eat and then I have to go shit, and that's just the way it works. I shit 6 to 7 times a day. I shit twice before 9 a.m. The very first thing I do when I get up in the morning is shit. The very first thing I do. And within an hour, I shit again. And then everybody's like, well, my wife's like, I haven't shit in 3 days. 3 days? 3 days. If I hadn't shit since this morning, we'd have a fucking problem. And then they went to go do my colonoscopy when I turned 50. So hang on, before anybody asks about diseases and conditions, right? They went to go do the colonoscopy when I turned 50, and they said, you got to drink this shit. We got to clean out your colon. You're just going to, every time you eat something, you're going to shit your brains out. I'm like, well, I do that anyway. So I drank this shit the way they told me to drink it, and I didn't shit any differently than I normally shit. And I went in and I said that, and he goes, all right, well, we'll see how you are. He goes, you were completely fucking cleared out when I checked you out. So, wow, that's impressive. Then, I forget what year it was. I'm buckled over in the kitchen. Oh my God, something does not agree with me. Got taken to the hospital by my wife. Turns out I had a gallstone sneak out and piss off my pancreas. And so they said, we got to go in and get your gallbladder out. All right, fine, go get it. They take the gallbladder out, and the doc goes, your gallbladder was filled with gallstones. I don't think that this thing ever worked. That's why your entire life you would eat something and then shit, eat shit, eat shit. Because they told me when your gallbladder comes out, you're going to need to be near a toilet every time you eat. I go, but I've been doing that for 30 fucking years. My life has not changed one fucking bit since getting my gallbladder out. I shit to eat the same ratio that I did before because my gallbladder never fucking worked. Oh, I remember when television and radio acted like a woman did not poop, right? Love a colonoscopy. Yep, that was good day, good drugs. Some people with shit problems have tapeworms. I assure you I do not. You have some gall? Yes, I do, and then some. I was born with a defective ass gallbladder? Yeah, yeah. So they kind of figured out why I was like that, and now I don't have a gallbladder. I have no gallbladder, and I have a titanium right hip with a ceramic hip ball. Oh, the pain was horrible. It was fucking horrible. It was one of the worst pains I've ever experienced, right up there with the infection that I got in my left ear some 27, 28 years ago. Renee and I were living together, and we were married in Roselle, and I got a really bad ear infection. Lil, did you need something? I got a really bad ear infection. It swelled up shut. It was painful. Renee takes me to the doctor. I'm laying on the table, and Renee says that the doctor said to her, "He's not going to hit me, is he?" And she's like, "What are you going to do to him?" He's like, "I need to put a wick in his ear, which is very painful. I need to squeeze in between the painful parts of his ear to put a wick in there so we can get drops in there." He goes, "And I've had firemen come to their knees when I've done that. Is he going to hit me?" And she's like, "No, I don't think he's going to hit you." And yeah.
I know you won't be moving stuff tomorrow, but I'm assuming you'll help Mom get stuff to the car.
Yes.
There's a purple Goodwill bag with yellow rain boots on it. It's got my PlayStation and my Switch in it. These are very expensive, very fragile things.
Purple what? Goodwill bag?
With yellow rain boots on it.
And that is extra special.
Yes, it's fragile and expensive. I'm putting this note in there, but just in case it gets lost.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are you leaving?
No, but
okay.
I'm putting that in there.
Let me know before you leave. So we say goodbye.
Thank you.
Love you. How did you miss that? So much for college? Huh? Anyway, so I'm laying on the table and that doctor comes up over me and looks down at me and he goes, "Now don't hit me." And he squoze that fucking wick down in between my ear and I came off that fucking table. That was a pain I had never felt before. Ever. Oh, everybody's doing their first concert. Kidney stones can humble you too. I'm not looking forward to those if I ever get them. I've seen bad things. Since people are doing the first concert, we'll do this briefly before we move on. My first concert, sorry, I was reading something. My first concert was the Beach Boys. They played Poplar Creek Outdoor Music Theater in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. The opening act was Bryan Adams. Bryan Adams was very famous at the time for Cuts Like a Knife, summer of '69. It was the summer of '69. And the Beach Boys were making a resurgence in the 80s with Kokomo, way down in Kokomo. So my parents, my dad and stepmom, I should say, wanted to see the Beach Boys. We wanted to see Bryan Adams, and so me and a friend, my stepbrother and a friend, my stepsister and a friend, and my dad and stepmom all saw it. That was my first concert, the Beach Boys. Fucking Beach Boys, man. What was your first concert? The fucking Beach Boys. Yours first was the Beach Boys as well. You never told them because they didn't want you to go. Yeah, it was. I was a teenager. I was I'm fucking 13, 14 years old. I can't remember. That's a good time, you know. When you pass a kidney stone, it's worse than giving birth. Somebody says, "When did you see what?" What about your ear? Oh, she's like a little busybody right now because she goes back to college tomorrow, and there's a lot to do, you know. Last year, senior year. Your eardrum burst. Interesting. Kenny Rogers, the Gambler Tour. Elvis. My mother was obsessed with Elvis Presley and Kenny Rogers. I got a steady diet of Kenny Rogers and Elvis Presley music as a child growing up in my house. Um, Listened to a lot of Kenny, a lot of Elvis, a lot of Journey, a lot of Styx, a lot of Eagles, shit like that growing up. Um, you got to remember, my mom was only 16 years older than me. 17 years older than me. No, 16. Yeah. And then we just took, so our Maggie's first concert, I think, was Bon Jovi. I think Lily's first concert was that fucking boy band with Harry Styles. One Direct? No. Whatever it was. We just took our nephew to his first concert. It was Bon Jovi at Madison Square Garden in New York. Um, and I am scheduled to take our son to his first concert in just a couple of weeks. ACDC at Notre Dame Stadium. Yeah, One Direction. There you go. Well, local media, they have now voted. The board of directors for the Kennedy Center has now voted to add Donald Trump's name back onto the building, but not name the building after him. So instead of it being called the Donald J. Trump and John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, it's going to be the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, renovated by President Donald J. Trump. So the board just voted to do that. And that's going to get challenged. And the court is going to come back and go, I thought we made this clear. The law that was passed that established the Kennedy Center to begin with says no other name can go on it. So he's going to keep trying this until he's out of office or he finally eats that last Big Mac that ultimately seizes his fucking heart up. Either way, once he is no longer the president of the United States, his fucking name will not be on that fucking building. I don't even think his name is going to be on several of the buildings that they are already on. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a video about that tomorrow, Chubb. You think the White House smells really bad? Well, I can tell you, I haven't had this window open in a few weeks because it's been hot as shit here. And the level of cannabis haze that exists in this room is really kind of impressive. You walk in, you kind of just get it. If one flies from Fukuoka City, Japan, to Palm Beach, Florida, the airport codes are FUK DJT. That is fucking spectacular. I can tell you this, I will never fly into Palm Beach Airport. Ever. First concert was Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yep, the courts will come back and keep knocking that shit down. That's exactly what's going to happen. Because the law is clear. The Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts was established via a congressional bill, a law. And the law states that no other name can be on the building, no other name can be on the stationery. It can be attributed to no other person but John F. Kennedy. It is literally a living monument to his life and his legacy. because we have elections, Gary, and that's just how that goes. You guys will have me for a few more minutes here. Fresno, California's airport is FAT. So anyone flying from Fresno to Florida can have a ticket that says Fat DJT. First concert was Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers. So you're younger. You named your daughter Marley in 1994 after Bob. Our first daughter, I named Magnolia after my favorite flower and the song Sugar Magnolia. Our second daughter, we named Lily after another one of my favorite flowers. Then Renee got pregnant for a third time, and we agreed that it had that pregnancy resulted in another daughter. Then that daughter would have been Rose, with a middle name of Ann. We have Magnolia Lynn, Lily Marie, and it would have been Rose Ann. As it turns out, it turned out to be a boy, so that's Tommy Powell III. But I love flower names on women. Oh, gotcha. Much love and respect back at you, Gary. I am going to go wrap this up for a little bit. You'll probably see me at some point in time later on. I don't know, but I'm going to wrap this up because I'm going to go help my daughter who's wrapping up some shit. My cats are named Freddie Mercury, Franklin's Tower, Sergeant Pepper, Ozzy Osbourne, and Eddie Van Halen. And my dog is Clyde Eugene because somebody named their cat in the thing. Watch all the videos. We'll talk again.